Main card. Middleweight quarterfinal. Dirk Jenner. Steve Bonaventure.
You ready, sir? Are you ready?
Oh yeah, I guess there's a pair of pants on now.
Yeah, you know, I wondered why you, yeah. I wondered why you showed up without them on. It doesn't make me happy at all. And Jammer starts out with a takedown in the first minute of this fight. Working from guard. He's very comfortable working from guard. He says it reminds him of banging.
I don't even know what that means.
Well, I guess, you know, the legs are spread to the opponent and you're just kind of in the middle there and...
All like he's giving him some dick.
Some what, Randy? Some what, Randy? That's what I thought. Meanwhile, Bonaventure has proved, for as much as he lies about his accomplishments, I think he lets out a little bit more than he knows. And attacks with a nice big ground fight. Bonaventure scored a win over for Wally Shunt in the. You're fine now.
No, I had a coughing fit. A fit because of the panty flu. Yeah.
I'm sure it's not the panty flu.
Pretty sure.
Well, it is around, I suppose. Working really hard from side control. Traps that arm. Moves to mount. This is not good for Dirk Jammer, as Bonaventure content to ground and pound his way to victory. That's how he defeated Walter Wally Shunt. Meanwhile, Dirk Jammer had many opportunities for a submission victory over Kel Bishop, unable to sink it in, but just an absolutely dominating decision win.
He's so sleazy. Do you think some of the body grease on Dirk will, hopefully it's grease, will help him like slip into submissions and out of them and stuff of that nature?
Well, you know, they do try to wipe down all the fighters for any excess grease or Vaseline or anything like that. But again, if the body is just naturally oily and slimy, then there's nothing you really can do about that.
Right. I mean, and true. I mean, he does do movie shoots sometimes before the events, so
that is true. Meanwhile, that is the end of the first round, and neither fighter looking too worse for wear. They seem to both be prepared for the long haul here. Dirk Jammer, I know particularly, is known for his stamina. So make your own joke there.
Also known for having a big cock.
You okay, Randy? Okay, well, while Randy is, I think he's just, Randy, you there, Randy?
Yeah.
On the ground.
Yeah. We have a cough button, it's lovely. I can't believe it's actually professional enough to use it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
I don't want to spread it. I don't want to spread my cough to the fans, so I mute.
Fight.
well, there you go.
Germ spreading is very friendly.
Well, speaking of spreading, Dirk Jammer. Just Dirk Jammer. That's about it. And Bonaventure moves right to mount. This is very surprising.
Yeah.
Jammer not able to control this pace of this fight. He works at a much slower pace. There we go. Gets his back. This could be Bonaventure able to slip out the back door.
Where?
Like Jammer has so many times before. And now those are good punches.
Bonaventure is just known for lying around, I think.
Oh, he's doing nothing but lying around. He's been very active. He's been...
He's a liar, you fucking overhead joke fucking cockfuck.
I got it. It was a nice little segue, Randy, and you ruined it.
How about you drive a Segway off a cliff? Not even on it. I just hope you drive a Segway off a cliff and you look silly.
Are you going to say that that's how my wife died now?
Nah, she got raped by a polar bear.
Ice skating. Ice skates.
Yeah, they live in the polar, Arctic places.
Ice skates.
Beautiful. 2 minutes. Let's go.
Meanwhile, Jammer, again, unable to throw anything together. And a huge couple of left punches from the grounded position by Bonaventure. And it seems like Jammer, that was the wake-up he needed. Meanwhile, Bonaventure from the guard. He's being very busy. He's pressing a lot of naysayers who thought that he was all smoke and mirrors. It was all just one big liar. You know, maybe he knows a little bit more than we think. I refuse to believe that he once, quote, half Nelson the shit out of a guy. But nonetheless, I believe that he's got a little bit of skills to get it this far. Head kick blocked by Jammer, and that ends round 2. And, you know, so far for me, it's all Bonaventure.
I agree with that.
Good. Okay, he's tired. His legs are tired from trying to hold that big force. Okay, push the pace. Push the pace on him. If he gets that back, you fight that 2-on-1. If he gets that body lock,
and just by looking at Jammer, you can see a lot of swelling under the eyes.
Okay,
He's absorbed a lot of damage. He hasn't been able to find his game. We haven't seen him attempt a submission once at all in this fight. As you know, they always used to say back in the early days of mixed martial arts that the way you neutralize jiu-jitsu is with wrestling. And Bonaventure's wrestling is certainly neutralizing the submissions of Dirk Jammer. And that is that beef curtains?
You ready?
That is beef curtains.
Beef curtains, as Dirk Jammer and Steve Bonaventure take us to round 3. And you got to imagine Dirk Jammer is always scoping out the talent at ringside.
Yeah. Literally scoping him out. He has a kit with him. Tests him out before he takes him.
Well, you know, the industry is very safe as far as disease goes.
I agree. UFC, MMA, HCL, very cleanly federations.
Jammer moves right to mount and lets loose with a couple of punches, but yeah, they're very safe as far as disease. I understand for a while he had Arnold Palmer. He wanted Arnold Palmer to
Arnold Palmer.
In one of his movies. Arnold Palmer has chlamydia.
That's true. Arnold Palmer is just a STD-ridden bucket of whore cum.
Meanwhile, an armbar, but Bonaventure able to roll through. It looked like it was a pretty... He didn't have it on too tight, but Dirk Jammer must have realized that he is behind in this fight and is trying to push the pace, looking for a finish.
I don't know if he'll find it.
Now he got Bonaventure's back, but rolls through. You know, impressive counters by Bonaventure. He's I gotta say, I'm impressed by him.
Arnold Palmer loves drinking cum every day and night.
That is true. That's probably why Arnold Palmer now has chlamydia. And sores and terrible pus-ridden globule all over Arnold Palmer's body.
Arnold Palmer needs to get some genital warts taken off of him tomorrow.
Her,
yeah. Oh, yeah, she has the same thing that T-Bone has.
Stripping job?
What's that?
A stripping job?
A little more detailed than that.
All right, a well-paying stripping job.
Well, there is that. But a little bit more detail than it's on her. Her.
Very well. Meanwhile, Bonaventure working from the guard. Jammer just looks like he's,
all right,
you know,
get guys, get up.
And tell you Neverland will stand them up. Not enough action on the ground.
Fight.
And Dirk Jammer, it looks like he just did not have enough in the tank. And Steve Bonaventure was able to control him for 2 rounds. withstand the third round, and this is going to go to a judge's decision, but I'd be very surprised if this did not go 30-27 to Mr. Bonaventure.
That's Todd Berry, one of his ringmen.
As you see the highlights from the third round. Again, not a lot going on in that third round. The armbar attempt was probably Jammer's closest way of winning the fight, but he didn't have it sunk in. And we're going to go to the decision and find out who won this fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score it 29-28, 29-28, and 29-28, declaring the winner by unanimous decision. Destruction!
Steve Bonaventure will join Slim Lindley, the Goose, and Anthony Rosario in the semifinals. They are all just 2 fights and 2 wins away from middleweight title glory.